Hello and welcome. Today we are going to go ahead and take a look at the Atlas. So the Atlas is the next in my Leviathan series of ships, and that basically just means that this is designed to be a cargo hauler for the late game. My requirements for Atlas ships is or Leviathan ships is that they have to jump 27 light years, and that they have to carry at least 10,000 cargo while sleeping at least 4. Anything beyond that is basically just a bonus. Now, this particular vessel started out as a small reimagining of my Providence class ship, which it was a settler class design, and the big thing about it was there was a bottom entry and that with the tile landing bay, and then that led immediately into a hab that was at the same level as the bottom of the Cabot Bridge. And then you would go ahead and use the stairs in the Cabot Bridge to go up to the next level, um, which is where the rest of the ship was. So I did the same general idea here, but then ended up revisiting much of the rest of the design in order to accommodate for the additional cargo space, as well as making it a Class C ship with all the bells and whistles. So, let's go ahead and take a tour, and then I'll show you how the ship is built and how well it holds up in combat. So, as mentioned, we have the rear entry tile lander, but rather than having this nice little arch that you can get underneath, you do have to go all the way to the back of the ship to be able to get in. Entering the ship, we find ourselves in the Nova Galactic 3x3 all cargo hull. Directly on entry, we do find the docking bridge access, so this is the primary entry and exit for the ship. And then we just have the Nova Galactic 3x3. Luckily, there are no ladders here, so we can just go straight through the door into the Cabot Bridge. Going up the stairs, we find ourselves in the Nova Galactic 2x3 mess hall, which gives us some nice relaxation space, an eating area, the cooking station, and then we've got a door right over here, which is leading us into the Deimos 3x1 Engineering Bay B. This one is more electronic looking than the A or the other manufacturers. Coming back from the mess hall, we do find ourselves in a TIO control station. And then we also have our ladder going up. Coming up from here, we basically get into the living quarters. We have a 1x1 companionway with doors on each wall. Straight back, we have a TIO all-in-one. On this side, we have the Nova Galactic all-in-one 2x2, which gives us 2 beds, some desk space, some storage space, and some relaxation space, as well as a bathroom. On this side, we have the Nova Galactic living quarters, which of course has the pool table, bathroom, some more desks, a little workout area, 2 more beds, and this nice little relaxation area right here. And then finally coming forward, we have the captain's quarters. Again, this is a TIO with a private bathroom. And that leaves us a total of 9 beds on this ship. So, let's come on around now and see how the ship is built. Okay, so step one is going to be getting our color in our palette. Oh darn, it looks like I went with a couple shades of gray. And then just a quick look at the ship. You can see without skills, we've got 15,000 cargo, 44 mobility, and we've got that 28 light year jump range, as well as a crew capacity of 7. Now, let's go ahead and select all and delete it. Alright, so for building this ship, we are going to start with that landing bay, and then we're going to come on down to the Nova Galactic 3x3 cargo hull. Then we are going to come on over here and grab our Cabot C4 bridge. Come on here to the bottom where we're going to grab our 100 DP Slim Docker. Over here, we are going to go on down to the Nova Galactic and grab that 3x2 mess hall. And then we're going to come on up here to the Deimos, and we're going to grab that Engineering Bay B. And here we are going to come on down to Tayo, or whatever other manufacturer you might want, and we're going to go ahead and grab the bottom B control station. From here, we are now going to go ahead and grab the top B companionway. Coming off the front of that, we're going to grab the top A captain's quarters, and off the back of that, the top A all-in-one. And then over here, we are going to come on up to Nova Galactic, and we're going to find that 2x2. And this one is going to be the all-in-one. And this one is going to be the living quarters. And there you have it. That is all the habitable portions of this ship. Alright, so what's next? Well, let's go ahead and grab our reactor and grav drive. So for my reactor, I went with the Pinch 8Z. And then for my grav drive, I have the NG340. This does only provide us with 45 grav jump thrust, but that was more than enough for this ship. Then, behind those, I'm going to go ahead and place my fuel tanks, which are two 900T HE3 tanks. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab my engines. So this ship is running 6 SAL 6330s. Again, I'm using the 6330s despite them not being the best engine, because they are the best available without you doing the main quest. Configured like so. Then, let's start adding our cargo. You can see I'm using a pair of the Galleon S204s. And then if I come back here, I have a 20T hauler cargo, and then I have the 10T hauler cargo behind it. Over here, I have the Galleon S203 cargo. I'm going to take and flip one underneath. Placed like so. Come on. And just pull that back. There we go. Alrighty. Now from here, I now need to go ahead and grab my landing gear. And for this ship, I have a pair of the Hope 55 landers located right up front. And then I have the NG-20 landing gear. No, that's not where that goes. So this is actually going to go ahead and be placed right here underneath this. But I need some other pieces connected before I can get that. Ooh. Where did you go? Here we are. All right. And that is on both sides of the ship. All right. Now I need to go ahead and move these two off to make room as I come on over to the structural tab. And here I'm going to scroll on down until I get to the Nova cowlings. Let me pull that back. And then now I can go ahead and place the collar cargo, move that out of the way, put that back in place, and then once again flip the Nova cowling into place. And then I get to come on over and repeat that on this side. Just like so. Alright, so that is the bottom of the ship done. Now let's come on up here. And I have a pair of the Tayo nose caps located right up here. I have the Stroud braking engine right here. A Stroud cap A on each side like this. And then back here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Deimos tail. Then I'm going to grab a spine B. I'm going to grab a spine A. And a pair of spine C's. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and grab a Hope Tech radiator. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the Hope Tech pipes. And then over here, I'm going to, where is it? I'm going to go ahead and grab a spine A. This is going to lead into a spine B, which is going to lead into a spine E. And then behind that, I have a spine F, which is located right here. But wait, I don't have a connection point right there. How did you do this? Well, let's go ahead and look at which structural piece I used. So you can see that I have the tire spine B, and after I duplication glitch that down, now I have a connection point available here. And then on top of this, I can, of course, go ahead and grab my Help Tech marker. Coming over here, duplicate that spine B down. And now I can delete these. And copy that all on over here. Then I have a pair of Horizon weapon mounts. And I believe that is all of my structural pieces. Alright, so from here, the next thing I need to do is I need to grab my shield. And I am a Class C ship, so of course I'm using the Assurance SG-1800. And I just hide it under the cap there. Finally, let's talk weapons. So for this ship, I am using 3 Exterminator 95 auto helium beams. I am using 3 Obliterated 250 auto alpha beams. And I'm using 3 Obliterated 250 MEV alpha turrets. And these are just kind of placed wherever I feel like fitting them. Doesn't really matter where. And I can also just kind of swap these spine pieces around however I would like. For instance, if I decide I like this more, I can do that. It's just a matter of arranging it however I would like. And then I need to assign my weapons. Paint my ship. And there you have it. the Atlas. Over 15,000 cargo, 44 mobility. Do note that if you do go ahead and swap these out for these 6880s, you can upgrade that mobility score. Crew of 7, plenty of space, though it is lacking an armory or an infirmary or a workshop. If you really want those, you can go ahead and start swapping some pieces out. But for a heavy cargo hauling ship, works quite well. Now, let's go see how well it performs in combat. Reasonable mobility. Wrong button. All right. Reasonable speed available out of the boost. Let's go check out this hostile activity. Looks like 3 ships. Interesting. Ooh, ecliptic. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and stop there. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one.